went live last night, and I was telling my, telling the brother that I hadn't been live since July 26th. It had been to the point to where StreamYard didn't even recognize me. I had to do a whole recovery on my profile because they kept trying to start me a new one. I'm just like, but they've been charging me the last 2 months though. You
Yeah,
see what I'm
yeah,
saying? So yeah, but now that I got this time, I was just like, man, look, I made a promise to myself yesterday that I'm gonna give myself 2 hours of my week to myself to do
yeah,
what I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because work can catch up with you, and you know what I'm saying. The fact that I'm in a school after school catches up, but if it's that thing that you love to do, you should give yourself that. You
yeah.
should allot yourself that time. It's like an allowance, man. But yo, that red box over in the corner that said, well, I think it's in this corner right here, says that we are live. What's good, people? Y'all know what it is, and I bet y'all looking at me crazy right now. At 10 o'clock on a Tuesday night, it's like, what is DJ Agony doing here? Well, why would he not be here? It is the Tuesday night edition of the Dope Show with your host, two-time ATL's hottest DJ, the God DJ Agony, also known as Dr. Dope. Well, my motto is simple: on the building. Big shouts out to my brother Larry Hodges that came through last night with this thing of ours, and we got into some topics about the women folk that as what they call uncomfortable conversation. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a conversation that just need to be had. You know what I'm saying? We can step around it and tiptoe, or we can just snatch the band-aid off and have that said conversation. But if you have not seen that, definitely go back on all dope platforms, Dope Enterprise on YouTube, Dope Enterprise on Facebook, and definitely go check that out. Because yeah, that was a conversation worth having. But tonight I got my very esteemed guest in here. And this I would say this brother needs no introduction, but I think he does because y'all just need to figure out who this gentleman is, man. So tell these folks who you is and what you do, man.
Excuse it. Yeah, my name Black Sean, Black Sean Groove, street culture, entertainment, and shit. I'm basically a hip hop connoisseur, man, hip hop analyst slash ex gangbanger slash ex convict. You know, turn to a father or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do right. Want to say I appreciate you having me on the show, DJ Agnew, man. It's a pleasure, man. Appreciate that.
Always, man. Look, hey, I always tell any of my guests, man, as long as there's a seat right there, as long as I have a platform, you got a seat right there. So, but what made what the brother interested, he mentioned that he was a hip hop connoisseur or whatever, very knowledgeable about the subject. We've had, saying countless of conversations. But what drew me to this brother, and I told him I was gonna bring this up, was there was a time back somebody had mentioned something about was Mike Jones really that dope? And you brought up the tweet oops freestyle. I was like,
Dog,
nobody knows about that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, that came from All Work No Play, correct?
I'm not sure, but I remember it was on the Swisher House
It was on
CD.
the Swisher House tape,
It was on the
right?
Swisher House.
It was definitely on the Swisher. I was like, nobody. I'm like, you gotta know music, and I'm talking about have a deep ear to know about the Oops freestyle. If y'all have never heard it, look up Mike Jones Oops freestyle. That was one, and then probably one of my favorites off of Swisher House tape was it was DJ Mike Watt straight to the room. He had did a
Okay, yeah.
he had did Jagged Edge Promise. Jagged
Oh,
Edge Promise remix. That thing with so we used to listen to that. It'd be a room
oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. I want to
yeah,
say,
be down in the studio trying to make track. That one. Yeah.
yeah, that's on. No, it's on Fuck Action 23, I believe.
I stand corrected. That was on the fuck action tape. You
Yeah.
are correct. Yeah. Cause it was straight to the room. That was OG Ron C. Mike
Mm-hmm.
Watts made fuck action. You are correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
fuck, because that whole tape was riding. They had the transition straight fuck it at the end. And that whole tape was. I gotta because I want to say that was the one with Music Soul Child had a song on that tape too.
It was yeah, it was that love was on there by Music Soul Child, but what was to me what was the shining gem on there was that case I'm missing you because right before the song came on, Paul Wall freestyle to the beat, then the song came in.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Goodness, but yeah, the fact that this brother knows Swisher House tapes down to the number, I was like, he's somebody I probably need to know. Probably need to know. So my biggest thing was it was something we were supposed to touch on some time back though. The whole billboard thing with the top groups or whatever. There was a lot of kickback that Outkast got the number one spot.
Man, me personally, when they made the list, I really, when I thought about it, I really could find nobody else that could fit number one because you just got to look at you guys, even whether you like them or not. You got to look at straight facts. Everything, every album they put out been successful. Everything they touch turns to platinum, not just gold to platinum.
Mm-hmm.
These dudes had numerous hits, and their longevity in the game is just awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't too many cats out there with the longevity that they've had. These dudes, I'm 42 now. I remember I was 12 years old when Southern Playlist of Cadillac Music came out. I had that tape.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
going back to tapes. Like I had that tape. You know what I'm saying? And these, it just seems like everything they put out just turns platinum. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody knows that Andre 3000 is a fucking musical genius. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows he's
Right.
a lyrical genius like a motherfucker. And Big Boy, he's not bad as damn self. So, I mean, how can you deny? I mean, who else can match up with number one hit for hit album sales, longevity? Like, they touch all aspects. And, I mean, I truly feel like they do deserve the crown of number one.
Oh,
That's just my
absolutely.
opinion.
Oh,
I just
absolutely.
hate I just hate groups like Cypress Hill weren't put in the top like five because you know what I'm saying, like I think Cypress Hill was like maybe 16 or 17, but you gotta look at their
Mm.
longevity in the game too. And a lot of people think they were just for the Mexicans. We black people down here in Houston, I know we used to jam Cypress Hill. Everybody jammed Cypress Hill. And on top of that, they made a lane in the Latino community too because they drop Spanish albums and these motherfuckers still go platinum. These motherfuckers do tours and still sell out. Like how are they not mentioned in the voice of the breath of the greats? And Be Real is one of the most underrated lyricists of all time, I believe, in my opinion, because Be Real be spitting that shit.
Be real is dope, and you got to think about one thing. You got to think about too with Cypress Hill. They're sampled very often.
Yeah, yes, yes,
You know what I'm saying? That the whole joint, how I could just kill a man. Redman
man,
wasn't the only one that sampled that. That got sampled way more than just Redman.
yeah.
But
Yeah. I
I
remember
mean,
Redman sampled. I remember Redman sampled the little part "Time for Some Action" on it on his. I think that was his.
bro,
That was his very first single, "Time for Some Action."
time for the action, yeah, spelt with a K. Uh
Mm-hmm.
huh. But yeah, like I mean, Cypress Hill is dope though. I look at certain groups and I'm trying to get the list pulled up. What was it? Top 50 groups.
Yeah, top
Them
50 hip hop group of all times. I started doing my blog on it, but unfortunately, you know what happened. I went to jail or whatever on the day my mother passed. So shit, I ain't been able to keep up with it like I was doing because I did tip two segments already, and I had like two, three more to go. I
hmm
was dropping them every other day, but shit, I unfortunately got incarcerated 2 months ago. So shit, it slowed it down. I'm thinking about maybe still doing it again.
Oh, absolutely. Because I mean, the thing is, you could always do it again because it ain't been done.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, certain groups on here, I was just like Black Star being 49.
But I don't understand it. And who was number 50? I mean, who was number 48?
48 was 48 was City Girls.
See, that's the bullshit I'm talking about. See, that's the bullshit I'm talking about right there. Just because, man, look, people out there, y'all gonna have to understand it's just how I talk. I don't mean no offense or whatever, but I'm gonna be me. So check this out.
Oh, hold on.
Them bitches ain't been in the game long enough to even be
Yeah.
considered greats. Now, do they have talent? Are they doing their thing? Are they in your face? Yes, I give it to them. But I feel like they haven't did enough or made enough hits and had the run yet to be considered legends. Now, is okay to be considered legends, but that's separate from being top 50. But I feel like they still ain't hit like legendary status yet because with the run they had a run for maybe what 3 to 4 years, maybe. I
Yes,
feel like
sir.
if they stay consistent like they've been doing, and for about maybe the next 2 to 3 years, then I say you can put them in the breath of being female, a female rap group legends or whatever, because they had a run, they had hits, they stay consistent. But I feel like until they do it like until they do that, they're not top 50, man. They're not top 50. No way in the world are they over Most Def and Talib Kweli. No way in the world. Come on, no
Absolutely
way in
not.
the world. I'm not knocking the sisters or whatever, and I salute what they doing, man. But they nah, man. They shouldn't be put above Black Star, man.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Um, get back to the list, but yeah, it was some of these groups. I was like, wait, what? And
I
then,
seen
and then
Slum Village. I seen Slum Village. I like Slum Village, but they ain't had no run like that. They ain't did enough. They ain't put a dent in the game like that. I remember that song Tainted. They had back in like '02, and then they had that song "Baby I'm Selfish" with Kanye West. I used to
Right.
actually like this. I usually like that song low key. I just ain't never tell nobody. But yeah, but shit, them niggas. I remember I listened to that album 1 or 2 times back in like '04, '05 or some shit. Like them niggas can spit, they can kick it, but how they top 50? Like you can't say them niggas names in too many circles outside of the hip hop circle, and people gonna recognize it.
You gotta either know Slum Village or you don't.
Yeah, yeah. There you
Yeah,
go.
but so what you think about Ball and G at 37?
I feel like they deserve the better rating, but
37 is kind of low.
I believe I would put them just being realistic, because I'm open minded when it comes to rap, to this hip hop shit. I do all coast. Like if some shit from the south not good, it's not. But I feel like 8 Ball and MJG should have been like in the higher 20s, mid 20s. That's just my opinion.
I'm gonna
Because
be
they
honest with you. I don't think the gap between Ball and G and UGK shouldn't be this wide. Because Ball and G were 37, UGK hit 20.
but you got to look at. I say it also starts out with visibility too, because you seen UGK more. You know what I'm saying? Like them niggas was in the
Mm,
mix more. Pimp C was out in Atlanta and everywhere else fucking around. Bun is like everybody's uncle. That nigga be everywhere. Like we see him in Houston, like it ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
so, it's like it's different. Ball and G, you didn't see them really branching out like that. I mean, they fucked with people, like they fucked with Diddy and Bad Boy and all that shit, but they weren't just visible like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
I think it
mean,
started.
I can
I think
see
it
that.
start. I think it starts with visibility. You know what I'm saying? UGK was more visible. They had a longer of a run with more albums put out, with more hits, and then on top of that, look at how the fuck Bun put them on his shoulders when Pimp went to the pen.
The
That
trilogy
nigga,
series,
that nigga was
the,
on everything. That nigga was
the,
on every feature.
that is
Fucking
true.
Beyonce, fucking man, that nigga, man, Bun B was on. That nigga was on everybody's shit. Remember for that like for the year and a half period, like
About, every
oh
song had Free Pimp C on it.
yeah, every goddamn song. Like people didn't
Every
even know
song, every
no Pimp
verse.
C was talking about pre Pimp C. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So you got to look. So then on top of that, Pimp C's outspokenness. When he came home, he let the world have it.
Yeah, he did.
when
He
he had,
went
when he
hard
had
on
the famous, we had the famous Atlanta rant. But to me, that wasn't no diss to me. But I mean, some niggas see it differently. But just look, you got to. They was more visible.
I give you that. I can see that. Let's go back to the list. Who else was on here? So we going into the 30s. Like I said, back in the 30s. So Ball and G was at 37. Goody Mob's at 33 over Brand Nubian, who's at 34.
I,
Right.
I say that.
That was a good one though.
I'm gonna say that should kind of, in ways, I was gonna say the numbers should be flipped, but because I
Yeah.
love Brand Nubian, growing up, bro.
And if you listen to Goody Mob, a lot of the inspiration came from Brand Nubian too.
Yeah,
You know what
yes,
I'm saying?
yes.
These were conscious dudes that will beat your ass if necessary. You got the
And
same
and,
dudes
and, and, and and Grand
that
Pooba was Grand Pooba was the fly guy. He was the flashy one.
oh,
That's
absolutely.
why he was only there for one album.
Absolutely. So, it's one of those type things. You got the same group that gave you the Enlightener and then at the same time gave you punks jump up to get beat down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
But
I mean,
I did Good and Mob though. Man, Soul Food is one of the best albums of all time that I've heard. Man, I'm telling you, man. I was 15, 96. Yeah, 15 when
mm-hmm.
Soul Food came out. When Cell Therapy came out, you know what I'm saying? Cell Therapy was cool.
Mm.
Cell Therapy was jamming. Then on top of that, we was listening back in Houston. We was listening to screw tapes and shit. And Lil Kiki and Big Pokey freestyle to that bitch on the screw tape. And after that, so everybody was fucking with Good and Mob. And I had this. I went and stole the Soul Food tape. I stole the tape out of Sam Goodies. I went and stole that bitch.
That's
Man,
I guess that's why they had to start doing CDs. Tapes were like this small and they fit right in your pocket.
I was doing when they started doing CDs. I was swiping them bitches too.
Oh god damn it. And there it is. But yeah, like Good and Mob and Brand Nubian, I agree with what you said though. We could easily swap the 33
Yeah,
and 34
yeah,
with those two.
yeah.
So they got BDP at 31. They actually got Two Live Crew at 32 over Good and Mob and Brand Nubian.
Oh
That
man. Well, I mean, you got
two
to look
live,
at impact. You got to look at
two live
impact.
Two Live Crew was fun.
Look,
They were
I'm not gonna lie. We didn't listen. I ain't gonna lie. We really ain't listen to that shit because it jam. Because them niggas really ain't jam like that. It's just them niggas. It's just they raunchiness. They ain't give a fuck. And the nigga
right.
dug that shit. And then on top of that, like, you gotta think about this. I was 9 or 10 when them niggas came out. So that shit was amazing to me. Like I was already advanced. I knew what fucking was. You know what I'm saying? Already. You know, I'm a ghetto
I'm about to
child.
say
I'm a,
if you look at their album covers, or their album covers was shot the hell out. Like
yeah, that'll make you buy it right there. Shit.
that is true. I mean,
Just
you
like I
see
went
it.
bought a just like I went bought a Dina Howard's "Do You Want to Ride" when I was 15 because of the fucking album cover, nigga. She was bent over the goddamn bins,
Yes, indeed.
and the tape just happened to be jamming. I was like, okay, Adina.
Yeah, it just happened to be good, but mind you, we got this chick with short hair bent over the Mercedes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yo, let's jump in the 20s though. So they got clips at 30.
I,
I can agree with that.
I can go with it. I can go with it.
I would agree with that, but then they got Gangstar at 29.
Nah, Gangstar need to be in top 25 at least. They
And
need to go up to him.
I'm gonna be honest with you. And I tell say when people from New York come down here and they like to talk about how New York was the root, New York's the mecca, this, that, and the third. I said, do you realize that the New York sound of the 90s was created by a dude from Texas? Man, what you talking
Oh
about? Da, da,
yeah,
da, da.
oh yeah.
And
Primo,
I'm like DJ Premier is from Texas.
Fifth Ward,
He
Houston.
is he is not from Brooklyn. Exactly. Exactly. DJ Premier is from. Oh, there you go, right there. Oh, I got my boy Slim in the building. Slim, what up with your boy? Primo is from this right here. This dude right here is a walking encyclopedia. I'm waiting on him to finish the book, but he's writing a book of the top 5 underrated artists, and it's like really giving a lot of content. But
Okay,
my my
okay,
my
okay. Yeah,
boy,
yeah. I need to. Yeah, I need to. Yeah. I'm gonna fuck with him. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, my
I'm,
and this has been my dog since I would say 2005. We actually linked up, and somebody gave me a CD he was pushing at the time. Had his number on it, and we've been tight ever since. But when I say music, we've had long, extensive conversations just
yeah.
on the history. Like my brother got it, man. He definitely be a person we could have on here. Like I'm planning a panel. I'm planning a panel to where we could start putting bodies on here and we could really sit around and talk about this thing we call hip hop. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm all for it, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm all for it, bro. I'm talking about, I got my old school niggas from Brooklyn and shit. Know what I'm saying? My niggas from Brooklyn and shit. Them niggas be tripping out. They used to trip out on the shit that I knew about. They'd be like, bro, how do you know about AG and Showbiz? You know what I'm saying?
Oh
How you
man,
know,
Fat Pockets.
man? Soul clapping, man. Come on, man. I'm like niggas.
Yeah.
I'm like y'all niggas can't. Them niggas like, bro, son, you just blew my mind. I'm like, man, why? Nigga, I'm a student of this shit, bro. Like this, if it wasn't for WWF and it wasn't for rap in the late '80s and growing up in the '90s, I probably would have went crazy, bro. Because I lived a hard life, my nigga. Like I grew up real fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And that's all that kept me right, nigga, was being able to watch WWF's Saturday night main event and then watch after that watch Glow, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling.
There you go.
And if it wasn't that nigga, I got a Walkman on with the tape playing. I didn't put tissue into the tape so I can record over and I'm recording shit off the radio. That
Boy,
shit, that
you
shit
going
saved me
back,
from,
boy. You gotta cover the hole so that you can hit the
man,
record
yeah,
over
yeah.
it.
Real shit. But what's up with the list? Go out on the list though.
Yeah, but it's, apparently there's a channel 69 everywhere because that was my Saturday night lineup too.
Yeah, yeah.
My boy Slim got that loving it. It's like, yeah, that's a throwback for real. Right, right.
Yeah,
Um,
straight up.
but
Who next on the list?
who was next? So we were at 30, 27. I think 27 is at a good spot. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Yeah. I'll put him like 23, 22. I would give him a little bit more spaces because you gotta realize them niggas was the first rappers to win a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of they kind of blazed the path, even though they weren't your typical gangster or you know what I'm saying poetic rapper Will Smith. I mean, I don't feel like Will Smith is whack. He a peon ass nigga, but I don't feel like he's whack as far as when like he comes from hip hop. Look what he comes from. He comes from an era. He comes from an era where his type of shit was the shit. You know what I'm saying? He comes
Right.
from hip hop. So I feel like nobody should be able to ever take that away from him. You know what I'm saying? Will
I
Smith
mean,
comes from hip
brand
hop.
new funk really showed us like, yo, Will can get down.
Mm-hmm.
Will can get
Will
down.
Will can Will can rap.
We got my boy Slim say 25. Got the homie Crown in the building say he give him
Okay.
25.
Okay.
I can see
Okay.
20. Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, I give him 25. I mean, I'm biased. Jazzy Jeff's one of my favorite DJs.
Ooh, he's one of
So,
my favorite producers. People don't know about the shit he's produced. People don't know.
wait a minute, hold up.
A lot of
The
that
touch,
neo, a lot of that neo soul, a lot of neo soul.
yeah, the whole Touch of Jazz movement.
Yeah,
Yeah, then he had the God, what's the name of that album? He did like three of them, where it's really just him mixing and random dudes freestyling over it. But
yeah,
wasn't Touch of Jazz, but it'll come to me. He did them about
yeah.
let's say 2017ish. He did the third one. But yeah, I mean the whole Hidden Beach movement, the whole Hidden Beach Unplugged, that came from jazz.
I gotta tap into that.
Yeah, what it was jazz, it was hip hop tracks done with jazz instruments.
I gotta look into that. I gotta look into
Yeah,
that. I gotta
yeah,
tap
yeah,
into
yeah.
that. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get into that vibe later on tonight.
Hidden Beach Unplugged, man. Yeah, definitely check those out, man. But yeah, let me go back to it because we were right at the meat now. So we
Yeah.
got we got EPMD at 26, but then we got the Hot Boys at 25. High
Uh,
low is just right with the Hot Boys.
I think I think on that one you gotta look at once again visibility. Them niggas had us talking about bling bling, and we want a project chick, and them niggas stayed in our face. You got to
Right.
think about how they stayed in our face from '97 to about 2002.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Saying
2002
they
is
stayed in
about
our
right.
face, especially Juvenile stayed in our face. Then they
Dude,
shoved Lil Wayne down our throat.
but Juvenile had gave us three banging ass solo albums.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Did
BG did too.
dropped
BG,
he
my
dropped
nigga.
he dropped two back to back, that Chopper City in the Ghetto and Checkmate. Dropped them
Man,
two back to back.
I had them. I had both of them.
Yeah, yeah. It was
Life after Cash Money, all this shit. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I ain't going back to baby start asking me. Yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah, but it's good to see BG out too. Like I really want to see when or if he jumps back in the studio, like what are we gonna get from that?
Oh, hey, yeah, you ain't lying, Larry. You ain't lying. Heart of the Streets. I
Mm,
forgot all about that album. That was and what's so cool about that album? What I remember about that Heart of the Streets is that's when Katrina had just happened, and we got the most. And Houston got the most hurricane evacuees out of all cities. Y'all had
yeah.
number two. Atlanta had
I,
number two.
I thought we had number one.
Nah. Houston did. We right here. We right here. We a few hours away.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying? Them motherfuckers came here, and I remember, man, I was fucking with some grimy New Orleans niggas. I'm talking about the type of niggas that are luring dope fiends behind trash cans and yank, yank, like type shit. Grimy
Mm.
niggas. I used to mob with them niggas, and that's all they used to jam. They used to snort heroin and shit. I used to just be riding with them niggas, smoking,
Wait a
chilling.
minute, is that the one where he dropped the joint with C Murder on it? It was a
That's
song
life
with
after
B.
cash. That's life after cash. No, I think that's which. Hold on, which one? You talking
It
about
was
now?
a
All y'all, I heard of me. I'm C Murder.
yeah.
No, that's on C Murder's album.
Oh,
Yeah,
got you. But yeah, I remember
yeah.
BG on
Volume
that one.
two. Volume two. Yeah, you right, Larry.
But yeah, man. So the 20s get thick, man. So right above the Hot Boys, we got Dipset.
Dipset.
Once
Dipset.
again, though, when they hit with the old boy, when Cameron dropped the old boy, that it opened the floodgates for Dipset.
I mean, for me, I remember listening to Cameron on DJ Clue mixtapes and shit back in 98, 99 and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I never thought of him to be cold until I heard that. Well, he had a song when he sampled Sting. What means the world? Well, yeah, what means the
Oh,
world?
what is
Yeah.
the word to
And
you?
I was
Yeah.
kind of, I started kind of digging his wordplay. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, now Cam, back then he was just Cameron. He was a little chubby nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was like, okay, he getting it in, his skills getting better. Then he came with Dipset out of nowhere. Nigga, I was fresh out of jail, 2002. I was like, who the fuck
Mm.
is these niggas? But I really wasn't no big fan. But I like Cameron. Jewels was cool. Jim Jones always been whack to me. I never liked Jim Jones, bro. Nothing he makes. I don't feel his flow. I don't dig that nigga, bro. I don't like that nigga. That nigga is trash to me, man. I hate that dude. Like, well, I'm gonna say his music, not him. He seemed like a stand up nigga, but
Yeah, me
I
either.
don't like his rapping. I like Hair Rail.
Yeah, you know what? We didn't hear a lot from Hell Rail though.
That's what always made me wonder. Like, what would he have been if he would have kept on? Because that nigga can rap, bro.
I think you know what I could see that with Jewels. Jewels will give me a hot ass verse. Like when
Yeah,
Jewels jumped on that Beamer Benz and Bentley with Lloyd
yeah,
Banks, he
yeah,
destroyed that verse.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
destroyed that.
yeah.
Jewels was I just think he was kind of a victim of who he was around. I mean, you know what I'm saying, you own Dipsets, then you got Rockefeller wrapped around that too.
Yeah,
Thomas
yeah,
just Thomas just was not on his side.
yeah. True. I
But
feel that.
I think he could have been a lot doper though. I think he could have been a lot. He could have got a lot more had he not been surrounded by that.
Yeah,
Because we talking Dipset drop. We talk about Blueprint between Blueprint 1 and 2.
yeah. Nah, 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 nah. It came out after. Right after Blueprint Two.
Right. That's what
Yeah,
it came out there. Blueprint 1.
yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
boy dropped around that time.
Him and Wayne. I can't feel my face and shit. Yeah, that shit was jamming. I remember that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that shit was jamming.
They were the young guns at the time, man. So we was just like, you know what, let the young boys shine. And they
Yeah,
did.
yeah. Who
And
on
they
this?
did.
Who on this next?
We got Sugar Hill Gang at 23.
I can feel it out of respect. I can feel it out of respect.
I mean, yeah, like I mean, they gave us the message.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, 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 no. That's now rappers
Oh,
delight.
right. You know what? At that point, like they too hot in. They gave us one. Right. You know what? Grandmaster Flash Furious Fire gave us the message.
Yeah, they gave us a message. Yeah.
Sugar Hill Gang at 23. I think that's high for them. And I would
Huh?
say that's high for them because
Yeah.
if we talk about we going back in the 80s, pioneer era.
Yeah.
You could file off 5 LL songs from the 80s easily. You could file off 10 Run DMC songs easily. Public Enemy could file off at least 5 easily. Sugar Hill Gang,
That one song.
I give you one because everything I think of from that era that could have been a group song was really Grandmaster Flash. Because I was finna say White Lines, but no, that
Yeah.
was Melly Mel. So
Oh yeah, that was Millie Mel. Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
Melly Mel. So
I just heard
uh
this. I just heard this song recently too in jail too, like a month ago.
White Lines was it's like, yo, that was the song before its time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Way before its time.
Yeah,
Like
that message on that motherfucker boy.
yo, I got my boy Saga Boss in the building. What up, Skip? Man, that's been my co-host right there. Well, riding hard since 2016. Whether he there, I'm there, we there. You know what I'm saying?
All right, what's
But
up, bro? Respect, respect.
hey, Skip, man, I've been telling them, yo, we gonna put together another hip hop panel like how we did back on Instinct, man. So just be ready. Be ye ready for said phone call. And I know you in another time zone too, so we definitely gonna link them times up. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
hitting brothers up at like, look, it's 6 for you, 7 for you, 8 for me. But yeah, man, yo, I'm spending my birthday in Memphis this year, so me and my boy gonna really kick good shit and cut up like how we used to.
Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. Respect. Skip. Might want to stick around for this one, man. We about to get into the top 20 in a minute. So
Oh,
they got the Locks at 22 and Bone at 21. I think Bone should have been top 20. I think Locks
yeah.
should have been top 20.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like I agree with you on that one. They don't even need to discuss that one. We already know
Ain't
what's
even
up.
supposed to because
We already know what's
Crossroads
up.
owned that shit for a whole year.
Hey
It's to the
man,
point
hey,
now, if you go buy the East 1999 album now, The original Crossroads ain't on it.
No,
The
I
cross
know. I know.
the
I
original
know.
Crossroads is like a lost art. You got to find a greatest hits
I
album.
had that. I had that tape. I had the tape that Riley, even though you're gone, still got love from
Still for
Bone.
bone, bone.
Yeah,
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 you got
yeah.
to get
A
out
lot of
the
people don't know
greatest
about
hits
that.
album now.
Right? A lot
Yeah,
of people don't know about that one.
that's the original Crossroads. That's not even on there no more. You go buy that album brand new right now. You're gonna hear boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
I'm
cause,
like,
cause, 'cause remember back in the day when I was growing up, nigga, you buy that tape, nigga, the original Crossroads came on that bitch. You had to go buy the single to get the remix.
singles. What they know about singles?
Wow, man, with the
Because the
instrumental, with the instrumental on that bitch, so you can polish up your skills.
man, yeah, we used to rap over all them instrumentals. Like you couldn't tell
Yeah.
me that wasn't my song.
Nigga, I was 15. I used to sit in my room, nigga, and listen to the instrumental of okay on the bone for the love of money. At the end of the song,
Oh,
at the
the
end of the song,
last,
the beat play
yeah,
for a
the
the beat.
mochis,
Yeah,
yeah.
the beat play for a long ass time. Nigga, I wrote like 2 or 3 songs to that shit, nigga, when I was like 15.
Oh, absolutely,
I'm
absolutely.
talking about robbing motherfuckers and shit.
I mean, it was for the love of money.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Hey, Skip, this the Billboard top 50 hip hop groups list. So
Yeah, I've
but yeah,
always wanted to discuss this.
yeah. Look, we here for it. So we at the top 20 now. 20 is UGK. No
Hmm.
arguments there. I mean,
I can agree. I can agree. I would put them 18. Me personally.
wait a minute. I'm hold on. Somebody missing. I must have skipped past somebody or something. Okay, we got to go back. We got to go back. We got to go back.
Okay, come on.
We got to go back to 28. 29 and 28. Okay, so we 29 was Gangstar, which I felt like should have been a little higher because
Yeah, it should
Guru
have been higher.
Guru
Yeah,
was a wrecking crew and
yeah,
Premier
yeah,
was next level back then.
yeah.
28, 28 needs to be a lot higher. 28 was the Ghetto Boys.
Yeah, 28 needs to be higher, man. 28 needs to be higher. It brought
The
to us
Ghetto
one.
Boys should be no lower than 15.
It brought to us one of the greatest lyricists of all time in Scarface. You know what I'm saying? It brought us Willie D with his rawness, even though he ain't just a lyrical threat or nothing like that. But you know he there. He have a presence on the mic. You know who the fuck Willie
Absolutely.
D is. He raw and uncut, and that's how it go. Then you had
Mhm.
Bushwick, little crazy ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My nigga gangsta Nip used to write all of his rhymes and shit, but he still had that presence.
Absolutely. But what was crazy about it, my favorite Ghetto Boys album to this day, I still listen to it like it just came out, was "To Death Do Us Part." The one that
That's what
the
Big Mike was on the album when Willie D was
ex,
gone. Willie D,
exactly.
but I believe Willie D explained that on a song called "Ghetto Boys and Girls"
Really?
On the Resurrection album.
Really? Now how did that play out? Because when I was coming up, I heard Mom playing tricks on me and that whole situation. But then when I hear "To Death Do Us Part," Willie D's not there. So in my head, I'm just like, well, maybe he went to jail. They had a fill in.
I don't, I wasn't there. I don't know the thing, but word on the streets as far as Houston goes, because that's rap a lot shit.
Hmm.
Word on the street as far as Houston went back then, from what I was hearing, know what I'm saying, Willie D and Prince wasn't seeing, Jay Prince wasn't seeing eye to eye on some money type shit, and then Willie D wanted to get his solo career going too.
Mm. So
Hmm.
was with Willie D, was he the one he backed the Fifth Ward Boys, right?
Huh? He
Fifth
what?
Ward Boys.
I mean, he got songs with him, but he ain't
That
behind
wasn't
him
his
or
group.
nothing. He from Fifth Ward though.
Oh. Because I mean the thing is with Pussy Weed and Alcohol, Willie D's all over that song.
Yeah, yeah.
You
That's
would think
basically
it was
his.
his song.
I mean, shit. That nigga to me had the best verse.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. That is a raw ass song. This is like, yo, if you're not ready for this, yo, don't look. If you see Fifth Ward Boys, Willie D, and PWA, just go the other way. Just
Yeah, yeah,
go to
yeah,
the next
yeah.
one. If you ain't ready for some rawness, that has got to that's got to be one of those songs. That's worse than a Two Live Crew song.
Man, hey, man, I swear I used to listen to that song when I was in Atlanta, and people used to know it. I used to be like, "For real, you know about this song?" It was like, man, that was like we were on this shit back in the day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My older brother put me on to Scarface and the Ghetto Boys. He used to listen to that Mr. Scarface is back. He listened to that.
Oh man,
He
that's Scarface's first solo album,
that
Mr.
one and
Scarface is back.
The World Is Yours.
Oh yeah, would let me roll on there and shit.
Money in the Power, like
Money in the Power. Yeah, that's on Mr. Scarface's back.
hmm like my older brother used to play them shits like in the ground, dig it back up and play it again. Like
Yeah, yeah,
so my introduction to the Ghetto Boys was like early. And we
yeah.
talking like I said, to Death Do His Part was the one I got stuck on because I like Big Mike. When I heard Gangsterism for the first time, I was in a
Oh, straight
skate ring.
gangsterism. Oh yeah.
I lost my shit. That
Oh
do
yeah.
do 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 do. I lost my shit. I was like, yo,
Yeah,
that whole album, Crooked Officer, that was another
yeah.
one.
They have. Oh
Still
yeah, that's one. That's one where at the end of the album is the whole rap like crew on that bitch is Bring It On. Called Bring It On.
Serial Killer,
It
This
ain't
Dick is
shit.
for You. Yes, like that whole I could damn near quote that album.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I see you. I see you knowing your shit. I see you knowing your shit. Yeah.
I fell in love with that one from the beginning, but
Matter
yeah.
of fact, you gonna make, I ain't jammed that album in about 6 or 7 years. That's gonna be my album of tomorrow.
And then if you think about it too, the intro is Jay Prince just talking over
Yeah,
this beat.
yeah.
The beat
He
that
was
he was
always on the intros.
talking over was UGK Woodwheel.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah,
about
yeah,
fif-
yeah.
probably about
And at
2 years
the end,
before it came out.
yeah, and at the end of the album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That do. It's like
Mm,
shit,
dun, dun, dun. Oh, we
man.
gonna get
Yeah,
into the album tomorrow. That's my album of tomorrow. Ghetto Boys to Death Do Us Part.
man. I'm telling you that is my one. But yeah, Ghetto Boy should definitely be higher than 28 just because the door they kicked in for the South. Like the South wouldn't have gotten even noticed if it wasn't for the Ghetto Boys.
Yeah,
Or if they would have, it would have been so much time later.
yeah.
But Scarface and the Ghetto Boys, man, yo, I even not being from Texas, but nonetheless, it's like Texas is like our cousin though. Texas, Memphis, Florida. You can't just say Miami. You gotta say the whole Florida. Y'all our cousins. So of
Yeah,
course
yeah.
we was
Basically,
fucking with y'all back then too. It was like, look, my cousin got something, and plus we got real cousins that's from there. Come
yeah,
down to Georgia for the summer, and you know what I'm saying, bring us out, bring us whatever the new music is from their city. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
it
yeah.
just happened. It just
I
happened to be
remember
some
shit
shit
like
that'll
that.
blow up.
We had shit like they going with some New York niggas and shit when I was when I was a teenager. One of our homeboys had a cousin that was from New York, and I needed to come out and he used to come out to Houston every goddamn summer, like from kids growing up. He came out every summer, bro, and I nigga used to put us on some of that New York shit. You know, most of the niggas in Houston ain't that. I used to put on the shit. They ain't like the shit, but shit, I dug it. Nigga, I
Right.
love hip hop. I
And
dug it.
it was one of those type things, I got homies and brothers that's from, saying between Detroit, New York, and Jersey or whatever. They always like, yo, how you know so much about, saying New York music if you from the South? You gotta think though, we only had one show that catered to the South Bay there, actually two. You had
Box.
American Rap Maker, and then you had American Rap Maker, and you had Planet Rocks. It's on Saturday nights, right before the wrestling did. So other than that, we had Rap City all week at Yo MTV Raps, but that was all catered to New York shit. It wasn't
Yeah,
until really my playing tricks on me, they play that video every now and again. But it wasn't really till Outcast to where the South started really getting spin on Rap City.
I think. I want to say my mind playing tricks on me is a top 100 song of all time or some
It
shit.
should be. It
On V,
absolutely should be.
I don't because when I watch that VH1, the top 100 shit, like it comes on once a year. Mind playing
Mhm.
tricks on me is still it's still in the top 100. It's steady going up every year, but shit, it's still in the top 100.
It's one of those songs like you play my playing tricks on, you can close your eyes and see the whole thing. Like you never had to see the video. You can
Yeah,
close your eyes, listen to that song, and see the whole picture right there.
yeah, yeah,
See the whole picture right there. So they definitely went in, and then to learn that that song came from Scarface dealing with bipolar and depression. It's like
mm-hmm,
wow, one of the biggest hits ever that ever hit hip hop came from what I'm saying, mental disorder. Like
yeah,
that's it's rough, but it's real at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Brothers really going through it like that. And we talking about a period to where that wasn't recognized as a thing. You know what I'm saying? Man up, shake it off, move on. So that's what you heard about that. Mental illness wasn't recognized like that. And that brother was really going through it.
yeah, yeah.
But I mean, if nothing else, god damn, listen to the diary.
Oh man,
And you know, we getting off track right now, but the diary Scarface was really telling y'all like, yo, this is what's going on.
yeah, Diary. You know, that's to me that's a top 10 album of all time.
I have no arguments, no complaints with that. Diary was Diary was next level back then because the Diary was what like 94, 95.
90, 94, 94. Yeah, yeah, 94.
I never forget, never seen a man die till I seen a man cry. That was when I learned what the word rigor mortis meant.
Yeah, yeah.
I had to go hit some books and was like, yo, wait a minute. Oh, this is deep. Whole song just hitting about redemption and death, man. It's like Scarface was he was definitely ahead of his time.
Yeah,
Definitely ahead of his time. Jumping back in the list though, at 20 we got UGK. No arguments there.
yeah. That's a classic.
19 they got G Unit.
G Unit.
I feel like G Unit's a big what if. Um
Yeah, because they all fell by the wayside. Like I would put West Side Connection they
Interesting. You know what? Because I don't think I saw West Side Connection on this list at all. Going back through it, no, they're not in the
I mean,
40.
they only had two albums though. They only had two albums, but them niggas, but man, I like the West Side Connection.
West Side Connection is not on this list at all, brother. Like I
Yeah, I
just
know.
scanned the whole list
I
from
mean, they
bottom to
didn't have
top.
they didn't have longevity like that. They just them niggas just did some shit and accidentally dropped it and it sold 2 million. And that's all.
Yeah, yeah, you know, when you accidentally sell to me, like, ah, man, I can't even believe I had did that. That crazy.
I think Q said it because I came I came up jamming all three of them niggas separately. You know what I'm saying? So shit,
Right.
when they dropped it in '96, they dropped by down and shit. I went instantly got the motherfucker. That bitch was jamming to me. Shit,
Yeah.
it was cool. Shit, they only had
Yeah.
two albums though, so they ain't have longevity like that.
Yeah. The
They
longevity
came
definitely
out about
wasn't there.
7 or 8 years apart.
Oh yeah, yeah, nah. I'm about to say because one album ain't gonna stretch you that far.
Nah.
18 got 3 6 Mafia.
Mm,
I get them 15. I get them 15 or better. Maybe not 18. 18 we got
I feel
three
like
six
they.
two.
I feel like they good.
At 18, you good with that? I got my boy Jason Brown in the building, 710 print shop. Yo, you see this logo, you see this shirt. It's the guy that made it. That's the dude responsible for all the dope shirts right there. Definitely shout him out if you need a shirt made. Jason Brown, 710 print shop, man. Yo, what's going on, brother? He got a podcast, 710 to Slicksville every Monday night. Definitely check him out. Check out his stories. His stories with him and his kids. Shit's funnier than Sinbad, man. I'm telling you, like he got some stories. Him and his kids, it's just like, I'm glad you in there coping, brother. I'm glad you making it. Stay
Mm.
off of heroin. Big shouts out to Jason Brown, man. Appreciate you for stopping through, brother. But yeah, man. So Cypress, they got Cypress Hill at 17 above 3 6, but Beastie Boys over both of them at 16. All
Beastie Boys.
right.
Now, check it out. Beastie Boys. Now I ain't gonna never negate they contribution to hip hop because they come from hip hop and they are hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if they white or whatever. But I feel I feel like judging. I'm I'm gonna just leave them. I'm just leaving where they at. I'm just leaving where
Right.
they at.
So you good with putting Beastie Boys over? My brother said he graduated to diet crack. I mean, look, y'all got to hear his kid stories. They look. I look at his kid stories. And I'm like, damn, man, they heels. And it's bad, y'all, because I teach seventh grade, so I should have some fucking stories. But nah,
Yeah.
my brother got the story. Strategically reckless. It's not 710 Slickville no more. I stand it correctly. My brother has rebranded
I'm gonna
strategically
check them out.
reckless.
I'm gonna check them out.
De- Definitely check him out on Mondays, man. Yo, he is nuts, man. His shit is great, man. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So we're talking about Beastie Boys going above Cypress Hill, 3 6 Mafia, G Unit, and UGK. We good with that?
I ain't good with them going over Cypress Hill.
Absolutely not. I'm gonna be honest. I would, if I had to shift this, then Beastie Boys would be in that 20s category, and Bone would be shifted up.
Okay, I give you that. I give you that.
Bone would
I
definitely
take
be shifted up.
I
15,
take
I'm good with number 15. 15 is Naughty by Nature. Naughty by Nature does not get the credit they deserve.
I'm good with the 15. I'm good with the 15.
Tretch
I'm good.
is a beast. Tretch does
Yes.
not get the
Yes.
credit he deserves.
Yes.
KC as the DJ production. Vinny was the perfect side man. I don't even want to say a side man. He was the co-host
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
they both ran the ship together. Naughty by Nature had some joints, man. Like, and we was
yeah.
looking for Naughty by Nature every year.
I was
Every year they
jamming.
gave us.
I was just jamming them early this morning. The Uptown Anthem from Juice soundtrack. I was just jamming.
The
I was just jamming
Juice
that motherfucker.
soundtrack was Juice soundtrack was
Oh
here.
yeah, that Juice had a badass soundtrack when you think about it. Yeah, yeah. That's when
Absolutely.
soundtracks was jamming, nigga.
Ooh, and I've done a top 20, a top 10 list on top soundtracks, and it was songs that it was albums that I left off because
You talking
number
about?
one
You talking about? Oh, you talking about just soundtrack albums?
soundtrack albums, absolutely. Like,
I
but you
mean,
know what? And it was I,
to me, because to me, one of the best ones. It was on some R&B shit though, but it was that Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. That motherfucker was kind of jamming.
that was actually my number one.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I like to me
That's that's a jam. That's a jam. I can't front. That's a jamming on the R&B tip. That album jamming.
it was it was top notch. Like
Yeah,
from beginning to
yeah.
end, Babyface created a masterpiece. He sat there, he was painting, and he said, "This is going to be greatness," and he painted that soundtrack. But
Yes.
to sit next to that is another Babyface soundtrack. That's Boomerang.
Well, I never listened to it. I never listened to it. I heard songs off of it, but I never listened to it as a whole. I'm gonna
It's
have to one.
it's real deep, good R&B. So if you like Waiting to Exhale, you'll like Boomerang.
All right, all right.
Um, but yeah, God, I gotta find my list because yeah, top 10 movie soundtrack. And then one of the soundtracks that I'm mad at myself that I left off was oh boom, I found it. So top 10 movie soundtracks. I'm just gonna run through this list because this is a list I actually made. Number
Can we get sidetracked?
right, because it can happen. It can happen here on the Dope Show. But when you're
Yeah,
on your own media platform, nobody's knocking at your door like, you got 5 minutes. Get your
yeah,
5 minutes
yeah,
up, baby. Yeah, nobody's doing that.
yeah.
So, top 10 movie soundtracks according to DJ Agony. This is one of my previous quick 30s from July 13th, 2022. Number 10 was Minister Society. 9 was New Jack City. 8 was
Hmm.
Boys in the Hood. 7 was Juice. 6 was Higher Learning. 5, I'm biased with 5, but look, it's my list. I'm biased. I'm about it. I think the I'm about it soundtrack might have been better than anything else that came off No Limit.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
4 was Boomerang, 3 was Soul Food, 2 was Above the Rim, and
Okay.
1
Oh
Wait
yeah,
Next Hell.
yeah. Because that motherfucker was jamming.
Above the Rim was so next level. So
Yeah,
next level.
yeah.
So next level. But the one that I left off Friday.
Oh damn.
Friday had a
The
crazy
first one. The
soundtrack.
first one.
Oh yeah. We just
Yeah.
just the first one.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. If we talk about he said Batman. You know what? Prince did Batman's. That first
Prince did
Batman? Yeah.
the
Prince
one with
did that.
Michael Keaton. The one with Michael Keaton on it.
Prince did that one. Prince did that one from top to bottom.
I'm gonna have to tap into it, man. Thank you, Jay. I'm gonna have to tap into it, man.
He got Boomerang up there above the rim. Yeah, above the rim was
Yeah.
because above the
That
rim was the
that
perfect
motherfucker
blend
was
of
jamming.
you
That
had
motherfucker was
gangster music, you had R&B shit, you
yeah.
had gangster R&B on there.
That's what
That
made it so perfect.
it was so perfect. I'm hearing Nate Dogg sing over talking about shoot niggas.
You know what I'm saying?
It was perfect. Above the rim definitely goes high. That's why I had to put it at number 2 behind Waiting to Exhale. But Waiting to Exhale is a complete masterpiece.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Complete masterpiece.
Beautiful, beautiful soundtrack.
Absolutely. You got Whitney Houston at her best on that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah,
And everybody knew they had to come with it because Whitney is at her best on this one. Babyface Pen was going crazy on that one.
yeah,
Number 15, Naughty by Nature. We both agree Naughty by Nature stay right there at 15.
yeah.
I got no arguments with that one. 14 is the Fugees. I was a big fan of the score.
Yeah,
The score,
I was too. I was too, but that's like the only thing they put out together. It's like it's like not separate. They start doing their thing, but
The score was actually their second album. The first one was Blunted on Reality, and you had to just know them to know them. That was the Nappy Heads and the vocab.
that's the one they say literally only sold a few. You know what I'm saying, they say they literally only sold like 12 copies or some shit. That's what they said on the interview one day.
Right, yeah. I mean, it was a good album though. It was a real good album. It's just it
No
wasn't the
promotion.
score. Yeah,
Yeah,
nah. It was one of those type things, you caught a video or two on MTV and that was it. Like it got no radio play down here whatsoever.
yeah, yeah.
I remember I spent that summer in Boston. Nappy Heads was in heavy rotation in Boston, but other than that, yeah. But the score it hit and it hit hard. Which
Yeah, yeah,
way
yeah, 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 yeah. I remember that album. I used to like. I liked it. I was a fan. I was a fan.
Yeah, the score was next level. And then, like you said, afterwards they branched off and started doing solo stuff. It's like if we could have really gotten another one of those, like if they could have gave us a third album together around that time period. But for whatever reason, they split off. Lauren Hill did the Miseducation. Then after that, there was
Yeah.
really no need for another group album.
Nah, nah. They shit.
A group project would have never competed with the Miseducation.
Hell no, man. Hell no. Cause that album. That, oh man, I don't much want to talk about that album, man. Five Micro. Five Micro.
All day, all day. 13 is Mob Deep. I'm good.
I give him that. I give him that.
I'm good
I
with
get.
13.
I mean, I can deal with it. Cause I like him. I like him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm good with Mob Deep at 13. Here's where I got the problem with 11 and 12. So 12 we got Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. 11 we got Migos. Me and tell me we're putting the Migos over Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why they did that. I'm gonna tell you why they did that. You got to think about this. Migos have had a hell of a run for like the last like what 8 to 10 years.
Roughly.
Last
Yeah.
8 to 10 years. Think about how consistently they were putting out albums, and these niggas were basically these niggas was rock stars. Yeah, I mean, I gave them rock star status. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't jam them. I wasn't a big fan, but I can kind of see because these niggas did numbers. It's like you can't deny it. Migos did numbers like a motherfucker, and they had a hell of a run. You know what I'm
They
saying?
did have a
That
they
that that,
they did
that
have a
lasted about 7 to 8 years.
at
Everything they
least.
was everything they was dropping was selling like e motherfucker. These niggas out on Sprite commercials and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? So shit, come on.
I can't disagree with that run. Like I've never seen a run like that to where I
Yeah,
just know they're gonna fall off. They disappear for a minute and then they come back and hit another
yeah,
easily 3 4 year run, and
yeah.
they'll
That's what I'm
disappear for
saying.
about a year and they'll come back and hit for about 3 more years. I'm like, I thought they were gonna fall off a long time ago.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
bullshit. I
yeah.
been thought Migos were gonna fall off, but no.
That's why I go ahead and take that placement for them. You got to think about it. They had a run. They had a run, and they basically touched the culture. They influenced the culture. Their influence is undeniable with the youngsters. You know what I'm saying? So shit, it is what it is.
That's true. But then I think about Grandmaster Flash. He's the DJ that invented scratching. He is
Yeah,
one of the reasons I am able to do this thing I love and that I win awards for because he invented scratching.
yeah,
He was the
yeah,
one that figured out the record spinning this way. If I pull it back just a little, it makes an interesting sound. I
yeah.
do it to the beat and his fader. I think I slide it over a couple of times. And he literally
They say he was looking for a way. I think they say he was looking for a way to hear with the other turntable, hear the music, and he started fucking with some wires and shit, and his headphones ripped them apart and started fucking with some wires, and he was able to hear the other, so he can make it double skip and shit.
you know what? And in the 70s, I believe that they were
Yeah,
so creative, like the whole using a crayon to slide the line on where the cue point is going to be.
yeah, yeah,
Like I said,
yeah,
this line right here, and now everything's digital. The line is just drawn in there, so you know what a line is now. No, he
yeah,
took a crayon, slid it over it, and so now it's like, okay, well, this line says that this is where your cue point is. Don't let it go too far. Okay, cool. Grandmaster Flash, man, but I get it though. The Migos, goddamn, they have had runs.
yeah,
They've had
yeah,
they've had multiple runs in that 10-year period.
yeah, yeah.
Because you think about Fight Night Migos, they disappear, and then you come out with stir fry.
Know
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying?
Out of
And
nowhere.
then you disappear with that, and then you come back with white t-shirt and God damn, what was the song they did with Gucci? Slippery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You get that
yeah,
era.
yeah.
So can't can't argue with how the shit played out. We in the top 10 now. The top 10 is where it gets really thick. Um, not too mad at the top 10, maybe some of the ordering, but top 10 is what it is. But they got the Roots at number 10.
Roots and them. I take that. I take that. I take that.
Yeah,
I
I don't
take that.
think.
You got to think about it. They brought live instrumentation to the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got. I mean,
Absolutely.
who was doing it? Wasn't too many people doing it. Well, maybe what Diggable Planets? Maybe
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
about. Yeah, that's it. You know what I'm
And
saying?
Gangstar with the whole with the old Jazzmatazz.
Yeah.
But I could take Roots at 10. If you ever get the opportunity, go see the Roots live if you haven't.
Okay.
The Roots put on a show. Between the live band and the DJ, the Roots give you a good show.
All right. I'm gonna check. Yeah, I'm gonna check them out. I didn't check out a lot of rappers and shit and music and shit. I'm gonna check them out.
Yeah. Number 9, De La Soul. No argument.
Yeah,
I'm good with De La Soul at 9. Now
yeah.
here's where I got questions. I ain't gonna say yay or nay on this one, but I got questions. Number 8, Salt and Pepper. Out of
That's
out of
that's
50, do we put Salt and Pepper at 8? Mind you, Bone was 21. I'm not letting that one go. The Ghetto Boys were what, 28, 30 something? The Ghetto Boys were 28. Bone was 21, but Salt and Pepper is 8.
I think they gave him that out of mercy, bro. They gave him that out of mercy. They ain't. I salute them for being females in the rap game doing their thing, but they wasn't nothing amazing. They didn't influence like they didn't.
I get it. I get it. I understand exactly what you said. But I mean, and I'm not saying they were whack. Even the
No,
stuff they did in the
no.
90s, because truthfully, the album they dropped in the mid 90s, what was it? Very Necessary, the one with What a Man and Shoop and all that. It was
I
actually
believe I believe so.
it was actually a solid album. It was solid. It wasn't
Yeah, it was.
bad.
I mean, it wasn't nothing. Just
Like if it was playing, I'm not gonna snatch it out the radio and throw it out the window. Like no,
yeah, yeah.
it was not bad. It's just
You
Salt
know,
and Pepper at number 8.
I mean, I don't know no motherfuckers that ride around. I don't much know females that ride around, and I ain't never heard a female say, "Hey, I'm listening to a whole, I'm jamming my Salt and Pepper." I didn't call female before, and it was like, "Shit, we riding around jamming that little Kim hardcore." So that's the shit.
Now, if we want to talk about impact, now I mean this we talking groups, but we talking about solo impact. Lil Kim hardcore hit like a bus.
Yes,
It hit like a truck.
niggas was jamming it. To me, ain't nothing by a female came out like in the last like maybe I swear I was thinking this maybe about 4 hours ago. Out of all these females out here that's been rapping and doing their thing over the last like 5 to 10 years, I bet can't name one of their albums top Lil Kim hardcore.
No, no,
None of these new females, none of they shit.
no, nah. I can't see it. I can't see it because hardcore was borderline skip proof. If it wasn't skip
Yeah,
proof,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
hardcore was next level. Like I mean, from Queen Bitch to Dreams to No Time. No Time was
Yeah,
my favorite because I like the
yeah.
sample.
That was mine too. That was mine too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that had a James Brown sample in it. It was
yeah.
just like, yo, this shit is crazy.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right. Like, yeah. So yeah, we got Salt and Pepper at 8, but then we push up to 7. We got Eric B and Rakim.
I can do that. I can do that. I can do
I'm
that.
biased. They would have probably been my 3.
Okay,
Because I'm
okay.
looking at 1 and 2. Eric B and Rakim would have been my 3, but I am biased because that same older brother I had that had me listening to Scarface and the Ghetto Boys was a huge KRS slash Rakim fan.
Yeah,
Like, so I heard a lot of that growing up, and I still listen to Rakim to this day. Like, I listen to a lot of that, particularly you talking about the Juice soundtrack. You
yeah.
know,
Oh
standing on
man,
shaky ground too close to the edge. Let's see if I
see if
know
I
the
know his
ledge.
ledge.
Man, that was shit, and that was the opening credits of the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how the movie
I
starts.
heard that. I heard that being played on Blackish. I think one time.
Airbnb Rakim.
Yeah, they'll
I
play
can
that.
believe
Yeah,
it.
no
I can
ledge.
believe it. These dudes are classic. They are truly classic. Now, here's where I get jammed at 5, 6, and 7. Going from 7 to 5, we got Airbnb Rakim at 7, Public Enemy at 6, Run DMC at 5. With those, I would shift 3 and 4 down and shift 5, 6, and 7 up to where Run DMC was 3, Public Enemy would be 4, Rakim would be 5.
I can go with that.
And I'm gonna tell you who 3 and 4 are. So 4 is Tribe Called Quest. I get why I'm supposed to like Quest. Why people tell me I should like Quest. Quest
I
was always just boring to me.
I
I
I
I
s-
get
I
I
s-
get the
I was surprisingly low key. I was surprisingly low key. Felt like they were a little overrated. They
I can
jammed. They
agree
wasn't
with that.
whack. They wasn't whacking nothing. You know what I'm
They
saying? But
weren't whack, but it's like, were they that good though?
yeah, like yeah, like another one of those.
What do we do with that?
uh,
What do we do with that? So serious, like I can't put Quest at number 4.
no, no, me, me neither. Me neither. I, I would put them like at 7 or 8 or some shit.
I'll be honest with you, I can't put Quest at 4 if De La Soul's at 9. I always thought De La Soul was better. I always thought De La Soul was better. I will stand on
I
that
never
hill.
really got. I never really got into De La Soul.
I get it. But stakes is high. I mean, even in the 2000s when they dropped Baby Fat, it was like one of those type things. I was always in the chunkies. I'm from the South. I love chunky
Yeah,
girls.
yeah. Most definitely, most
When they
definitely.
dropped that Baby Fat, though, it was just like one of those type things. Like, yo, they get it. Somebody besides me get it. Chunky girls are fun. We love them. Anybody chunky listen to this? DJ Agony loves you. But yeah, so I don't know about Quest at number 4. Number 3, they got NWA.
No,
I
no, you said,
can't I can't without with a good conscience put NWA over Run DMC, Public Enemy, or Airbnb Rakim. I can't do it.
I mean,
NWA,
I can though. You got to think impact wise, visibility, albums, records sold.
it was only but you go back and do the knowledge, it was only one. What after Straight Outta Compton, it was a
What
it was like a tailspin.
shit, man? 100 miles and running. The EP was cold.
That was
Motherfucking
that was because of the diss record, the Benedict Arnold joint.
that's on niggas for life.
That
Niggas,
wasn't on 100 miles of running.
100 miles and running had just don't bite it. Remember, it's the world's biggest dick. Don't matter, just don't bite it.
That song was horrible.
Man,
Yo,
what?
so let's go
What?
back. Do the knowledge now. Yes, the song was well put together, well written. If you go back and listen to that second verse, my man is describing a whole gang rape of a 14-year-old. That's not good.
Oh, yeah.
He says, yeah, she was the preacher's daughter. You remember
Yeah, I
that?
remember. Nah, that's part two. Nah, that's part two. That's part two. That's on niggas for life.
When they had to that was just don't bite it, right?
Just on just on bite it. Yeah, just don't bite it. Part two. That what you were just describing. That's part two. That's on niggas for life. That ain't
Yeah.
on. That ain't
You
on.
little hoe, I want you to suck my dick up. Wait, no. You just said this is a 14-year-old preacher's daughter, and you number 6 in line, and you still go through it? Rand, if you wrote that
Say,
or
damn, I wish I was in the bucket to be the sixth nigga in the car so I can fuck it.
yes, like no. I just think like after Straight Outta Compton, the music was supposed to be informative. It got real destructive after that first album. And we noticed when Cube was gone. Like we really noticed, yo, Ice Cube's not here anymore. We
Yeah,
could
but
tell.
I was young. I was just young then. I didn't care. I know what I'm saying. I just loved NWA and shit. 100 miles and running was jamming and niggas for life. Niggas for life is to me niggas for life. Niggas for life is my top one of my top 10 albums.
Really, over Straight Outta Compton?
Yeah, me. I like it
Ooh,
more than Straight Outta Compton. I'm telling you,
that's
Dre's production was up to
that
par.
that's a
Them, man,
strong statement, brother. That's a
man,
strong statement.
man, I feel like Niggas for Life is a better
Well,
album
let me.
than Straight Outta Compton.
That's a
Straight Outta Compton was groundbreaking, no doubt. It was
that's
groundbreaking.
a strong statement, brother. You do realize, like, you're going against the grain of about 35 years of music right now.
Man, I don't care. I feel like Niggas for Life was a better album, man.
Which
The
one
nigga
had Always Into Something?
Niggas for Life.
I fucking love
Niggas
that song. I love that
for
song.
Life. Yeah.
That now, if we talking Dre production, we in the NWA era, we talking Dre production, Always Into Something might be top tier Dre status.
Yeah,
Like,
oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love that beat. I love that beat. Matter of fact, I even wrote a song off that beat and recorded it maybe like 11 or 12 years ago. I just lost the shit. But yeah, I wrote to that motherfucker.
my man, you know what? Hey, a man got an opinion and he stand on it. I can't do nothing but respect it. But that's deep, brother. That's deep right there.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Who did it say? Yeah, Spud. Yeah, that was a whole movement. Yep.
NWA was a movement. I agree. But can I, with conscience, put NWA over DMC, Public Enemy, and Rakim?
I mean, I'm I don't know, man. I'm in the corner on this one.
I don't know. I got to go back and listen to Niggas for Life again. I
Yeah.
do because I listened to 100 Miles of Running recently. Matter of fact, when this list came out, I really said, you know what? Maybe I need to go dig into some deeper NWA because Straight Outta Compton, I know that album by heart. Like I can quote that album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, the other ones I've heard, I've listened to, but and then one of the things I used to do back in the day too, I used to get Easy Does It, the Easy Does It album mixed up
Oh yeah.
with
Yeah.
NWA albums. I
Yeah.
got the
Yeah.
DOC album, the formula mixed up with the NWA album.
Man. Ooh, DLC. Ooh, God.
We were cheated out of that one.
Oh yeah, man.
Hip hop was definitely cheated out of DOC
Oh man,
because
he would have been like how Scarface is, like how Scarface is to Texas. That's how he DLC probably would have been the other one.
but you know what? He from Dallas.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
hometown.
Yeah, that's only 4 hours from us. We're three and a half.
Yeah. We were cheated out of DOC. If y'all don't know what happened, man, yo, car accident, crushed larynx, never able to rap again, man. But yo, the formula. If you've never heard the formula, go
Listen
back.
to that album. Listen to
Absolutely,
that
top
album.
to bottom. Don't skip a damn thing. The formula is solid, top to bottom. Easily a top 20 hip hop album of all time. Easily.
Yes, I will take that. I will
The,
take that.
the formula was, as DJ Agony likes to say, the formula was ghetto gold, y'all,
Mm.
all day. Um, 2 and 1. I've had debate with my friends from up top about this, but I stand on
Wu
it.
Tang.
Yeah. And I love Wu Tang. Growing up, I loved Wu Tang. I had so many, starting from Enter the 36, Dirty Drop Return, Meth had the Tikal, Purple Tape, Iron Man, like yo,
That nigga say
Liquid
purple. That
Swords.
nigga say purple tape. Only built for Cuban links. That was
Come
my
on.
shit. I ordered that shit on. You remember? You remember back in the day we used to have them catalogs where you can order like 10 albums for 99 cents. Like,
Columbia House. Yeah, absolutely. Columbia House, BMG, yeah,
hey,
those
I
was
just
the
go in the
shit.
bitch. I just go in the bitch and just order shit, bro. And then what's so cool about it, people didn't know it was actually for real. All you had to do is go get $4.99 for with a money order, and put you. And I just put $1 in that bitch, bro, and send it off. And nigga, I come home and maybe it be 6, 7 weeks later. I forgot all about this shit. Nigga get to the house one day, nigga had a box with a whole bunch of little tape, a whole bunch of tapes in that bitch. I used to get everything, and even if I didn't listen to it, I just
Yeah.
ordered the shit. Like I had Monica, Miss Thing, and shit. I had everything that came out, bro.
Actually, not a bad album though.
It's not. That's what motherfuckers don't know. It's actually not a bad album. You know what I'm saying? That's how I
No, it
heard
makes
Brandy's.
sense.
That's how I heard Brandy's first album. Like like I jam all the hip hop, and once I got tired of it, some nights I ain't feel like jamming no hip hop. I be like, man, listen to one of these. See what one of these bald head hoes talking about. And I popped that bitch in. I'm like, hey, shit, okay, like
Hey,
okay,
and that
I
was how
get it,
I fell in love with TLC, Crazy Sexy Cool. Just on a night like
man,
that, I was like, yo,
man,
I've been going hardcore with the rap all week. Let me just slow this shit down a little bit. Play the
yeah,
TLC. I was like, this is
go to.
dope.
That's a go to. That's a go to. That's a
And
go
you know
to.
what? Still is.
Yeah, crazy sexy,
You can play
crazy.
Crazy Sexy Cool right now.
Yeah, that album. Yeah, that's a nice album. That's
It
a nice album.
was, definitely
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
So, but yeah, between Wu Tang and Outkast, my people from up top thinking Wu Tang got cheated. It's cast though. Like Wu Tang, a lot of their
I
success
mean,
really
I mean, you gotta think about their influence. You know, the motherfuckers are overseas and China and Japan and shit,
that's true.
and
They
and people out there fucks with Wu Tang, bro. Like you can go out there and do a show, and people know that shit word for word, bro. Whole stadiums, not just arena. You know what I'm saying? Like these motherfuckers doing whole arenas and shit. Like you can't deny the shit that they was doing. Everybody know who Method Man is. Everybody know who Old Dirty Bastard is. Everybody, I say is because I talk about him like he's still here. But shit, everybody know who
true.
ODB is. Everybody know who, you know what I'm saying, Jizza is. Everybody knows who Ghostface is, who Raekwon is. You know what I'm saying? You know,
And you
motherfuckers
know
know.
they still on tour right now.
Respect the deck, you God. Motherfuckers know. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And I went to the concert they did here in Atlanta. It was about a year ago this time. And my plan was to try to go again when they announced the second leg of the tour. I was
Yeah,
trying to get to the Tampa show. I didn't make it. It was about see the day is the third. It's about maybe 2 weeks ago. But I didn't make it to the Tampa show. But yo, like to go see Wu Tang live, like yo, I'm here for that shit. Then they doing Wu Tang and Nas together and Method Man's on this part of the tour. You remember when Method Man wasn't on the first part because they were still shooting Power.
yeah,
So he wasn't able to come through. But yeah, Method Man's on this leg of the tour. And I mean they still getting busy like it's still 94.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, we talk about against Outkast.
It's outcasts, man. These motherfuckers. Yeah, like I said when we began this shit, man. Who else can you actually put at number one? I mean, other than Wu Tang, shit.
That's
Who else?
true.
I mean, who else
Other
can you?
than but if we're counting actual projects, right? Now
Yeah,
we gotta well Wu Tang, we'd have to take the solo projects out of it, which means
yeah,
no
yeah.
Iron Man, no Purple Tape, no
And
Liquid
that's taking
Sword.
out and
We
that's
gotta
taking
go
out a
straight
lot.
from that's taking out a lot of meat. So we gotta go from Enter the 36, Wu Tang Forever, the W. The W was
Mm-hmm.
slept on, but it was actually a good album. But
Yeah,
then I usually stop when it comes to Wu Tang. I usually stop at Iron Flag.
yeah. I
Nobody
remember
was
Iron
checking for
Flag.
Iron Flag.
I remember
So
Iron
we
Flag.
count. Yeah, I remember Iron Flag, but it's like we take those first three albums and we put them against Outkast. Yeah, no comparison. No comparison if we talking about ATL. We talk about Southern Playlist, the ATLians, Aquemini, Stankonia. Let's just stop right there. So we talk those four against those
Yeah,
three
yeah,
Wu
yeah,
Tang
yeah,
albums.
Outcast album stand out. It stand up more. It stand up more. But you got to remember, the Into the 36 Chambers and Wu Tang Forever was that's boy, that was heat. That was fire all the way through. That shit they can stand up. That shit they can stand up in the top in the top like seven of our time. Them two albums you can put them up in there. You know what I'm saying? And they in that type of discussion. You know what I'm saying?
A-
Those
Absolutely, absolutely. I was there when they came to Lakewood and it was lit. They had Nas and Busta Rhymes in them, and they packed from front stage to the back wall of the lawn. Hey, Glenn, I was there, bro. I was there that night, so I know what you're talking about.
ooh
I was there, and
damn
it was that live. It was
damn
that live. Lost my
damn
wallet that night. Didn't even realize it till the next morning,
oh
and
shit
I didn't even realize I lost my wallet. So I went to go get something to eat, and I was just like, "Oh shit, my whole wallet gone."
damn.
Yeah, but yo, Wu Tang is I look. I can't. I have nothing bad to say about Wu Tang. I
Hey,
grew up a
hold on.
big Wu.
Where y'all say that was it at the what?
They was at Lakewood here, and
Oh, okay. Cause I went to a concert one time when I first moved down there. I went to a concert at what's that Wolf Creek.
okay, yeah, we know Wolf
Yeah,
Creek.
I went to a Legends of Hip Hop tour with DJ Quick and DJ Quick, Too Short, Scarface,
I forgot who.
8 Ball, MJG, Project Pat, some
Mhm.
more motherfuckers, and Pastor Troy.
I think I remember that.
Yeah,
That wasn't that
that's,
long ago, was it?
that was 2018. When I moved to Atlanta because I lived in Atlanta for 5 years. So shit. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I knew that wasn't that long ago. I
yeah. My
remember
ex,
that.
yeah, my ex girlfriend took me out there. Yeah, because she knew I was a Scarface fan. She bought me some tickets.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, man. So Wu Tang and Outkast 1 and 2, well, 2 and 1, but I don't see anybody else be. I mean, Outkast just celebrated Love Below Speaker Box going 13 times platinum.
Yeah, it's the biggest. It's now the biggest selling rap album of all time from what it says.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
see
mean,
what was crazy. I would have thought that would have been because Nelly went diamond on. I know he went diamond on Country Grammar. Did Nellyville go diamond too?
I believe so. I
I think
believe
it
so.
did. I think it did. Now we talking about an album with impact, Nellyville, and see,
Yeah,
that's why I was at the. I was really getting to
I
the.
wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan.
I was getting to the money with the DJ shit at the time. This is when I was really starting to really touch DJ money and
Yeah,
see what it could bring. Nellyville was a go to.
yeah.
Nellyville and that
Yeah.
big
I
time.
mean, it was popular amongst the masses, but like for a hip hop head like me, that was like, I, it was it was boo boo. I mean,
Yeah, but and you know what the thing was with
but,
Nelly?
but I respect the hustle.
He brought the females out though.
Yeah, he did. He
He
did.
brought the females out, and as a DJ, if the females are having fun, the guys will follow suit. That's
Yeah,
all I want. You know what I'm saying? I DJ for them. So Nellyville
yeah,
hit,
yeah.
yeah, damn Air Force Ones and all that shit. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
yo,
they want to hear it's getting hot in here. Yeah,
right, right, a few times.
yeah.
So yeah, that album did hit hard. I want to say that was, and then Dilemma came off that album. I want to say that was 2002,
2002.
2002. Yeah, because it rolled through the summer that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, cast number one, Friends from New York, upset, but it's what it is. They'll be all
Hey,
right. I promise you. I promise you, they'll be all
I mean,
right.
it's a close race. It's a close race, but hey, shit.
Mm, mm. So yo, we can't make this a one time thing, brother. This has got to be a reoccurring thing. Like I said, I'm giving a week or two, well, an hour or two out of my week to make sure that you know what I'm saying. I keep this platform moving so that
Yeah,
to find people down at StreamYard don't forget who I am again.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so, but yeah, I definitely want you a part of this movement, man. So you got time or whatever. I always got a seat for you right next to me, man. Just come through, kick good shit or whatever, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Appreciate you,
All right,
man.
man.
Once again, just I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you letting me on your platform, man. What's up to all the people that watching and commenting, man? Y'all holler at me, man.
Indeed, indeed, man. So look, if you want anybody to know where you are, to follow you or whatnot, let them know how they can get in touch with you, how they can follow you, see what you got going on your side of the fence or what have you.
Shit, on Facebook, shit, as you know, I'm Sean Groove, SHAAN GROOVE. You know what I'm saying? You follow me follow me on YouTube under the same name. And shit, that's how it is right now. You know, shit, just giving my opinion on certain shit in the hip hop community, and sometimes I touch the hood too. So shit, y'all fuck with me, y'all holler at me. I give my raw, uncut opinion, shit. You know what I'm saying? So shit, y'all holler at me.
Hey, my brother's very scholarly, man. Y'all definitely check in and tap in with him, man. Because it's like I said, it's things that about hip hop that I learned from him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that is true. I didn't really know NWA put up numbers like that after Straight Outta Compton, but no, they put
Yeah,
numbers up.
yeah,
Still put
yeah,
numbers up on the next two albums,
yeah, yeah.
next two joints. So yeah, numbers is there.
And surprisingly, MC Ren had two solo albums that went platinum. People just don't know about MC Ren was cold.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. One of them called "Kiss My Black Ass," and the other one's called "Final Frontier." The motherfuckers were jamming. You know, MC Ren could really rap.
He really could.
Yeah, MC Ren
Because
could really rap.
MC Ren became the writer when Cube left. Because
Yeah, exactly.
they co-wrote Straight Outta Compton, but when Cube left, Ren was the sole writer.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
So yeah, that was real. But yeah, man, y'all can follow me at Dope Enterprise on Facebook, Dope Dot Enterprise on IG, Dope Enterprise on YouTube. Make sure y'all stay tuned in because yo, I am back. Like I said, it was a 2 month break, just trying to really get this work school balance life going on. But I am back. I am here. So y'all are not, so y'all are not gonna not see me from now on. You know what I'm saying? Flyers are coming back, videos are coming back, interviews are coming back. We are going to be doing this thing all over again. Like it's like I never left. You know what I'm saying? That break, we'll say that was a mirage. See, look, now back. See,
Mhm.
it's just too much. You never even noticed. Even noticed I was gone. Gamers Alley will be coming soon with me and you know what I'm saying, my gamer nerds. Also, the planning period with me and Miss Parker. That ain't going nowhere either. Um, every we're back. We're here. You know what I'm saying? Once you check in, Dope Enterprise on Facebook, Dope Enterprise on YouTube, Dope Dot Enterprise on IG. You'll see everything I got going on. Shirts will still be here. I'm trying to find somebody that wholesales clothes. So if anybody knows anybody that can get me access to sweatsuits or goddamn track suits or whatever, let me know. I'm trying to merchandise here. You know what I'm saying? T-shirts are cool, but it's gonna get cold. I need
Oh
hoodies.
yeah.
You
Oh
know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So anybody got the inside track on that, let me know. And if you missed this or you hear about it from somewhere else, go back and rewatch it on YouTube. Go back and watch it on my personal page. Go back and watch it on the dope page on Facebook. It's all good, man. I end this show like I end every other show. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity can pay to greatness. I am DJ Agony. That's my brother Groove. Get used to him. He'll be here. And we out. Peace.